Oh, hey there. I want to tell you the parable of the talents. Okay, so Jesus is talking to a crowd, and he says that a very wealthy man came to his servants, and he gave one of them 5 talents, and one of them 2 talents, and one of them 1 talent. And he went away for a very long time. Now let's just pause right there. A talent is not necessarily like, oh, I can play guitar. Not necessarily not that. But at the time, it's talking about a very large amount of money, a lot of gold. Okay, a talent of gold was a weight of gold, and it was worth a lot of money. Okay. We gave 1 5 talents, 1 2 talents, and 1 talent. He went away for a very long time. He came back and he went to settle accounts with his servants. And the one with the 5 talents was like, Lord, here are the 5 talents that you gave me, and I took it and I made 5 more. So here are 10 talents for you. And he said, and this is what every Christian wants to hear. He said, well done, good and faithful servant. You've done well with little things. Now come into your glory, and you will do well with big things. And he put him in charge of 10 cities, okay? That's a big deal, to be in charge of 10 cities, in case you're not good with math. The one with the 2 talents, he came and he said, look, you gave me 2, and I was diligent with what you gave me. You didn't give me as much as that guy, but it doesn't matter. I took what you gave me, and here are 2 more. Now you have 4 talents. And the master, once again, said what every Christian wants to hear. Well done, good and faithful servant. You've done well with little things. Now you'll come into your glory, and you'll do well with big things also, and be in charge of several cities, 4 cities. Still, that's a lot. Then he goes to the one with 1 talent. Now, what do you think he said? Do you think that guy was like, hey, here's the one that you gave me, and here's another one? And he's like, good, you're in charge of 2 cities? Or whatever? No, he didn't. This is what he said. He said, I knew that you were a hard man. You reap where you do not sow, and so I was afraid of you, and I didn't want to lose your money, but don't worry, I buried it, and I dug it up, and here is your talent. You can have it back now. I kept it for you. And the master looked at him and he said, you wicked, evil servant. Why wouldn't you? Do you think I wanted to give you money just so you give it back to me? The least you could have done is taken it to the bank and got interest on it. That's the least you could have done. So he said, take it from the one that has 1 and give it to the man who has 10. And go out where there's weeping and gnashing of teeth. Now, in case you're wondering what this is talking about, God gives us all different amounts of things, of talent, of money, of resources, of time, all these things, right? And so it's easy to say, well, I don't have as much as that guy, so I don't have to do anything. Incorrect. You don't have as much as that guy or girl, and so you have to do the best you can with what you have. It takes a lot of effort to double money, or to take something that has been planted in you and do something with it. You don't want to wait till the last minute. If you take all the rest of your life and you come to him and you go, this is what I brought for you, do not come empty-handed to God. Do not come empty-handed to God when the time comes. People talk about mustard seed faith all the time. Oh, look, it's the small seeds. Yes, but you have to actually plant it for it to grow into the big tree, the big bush that has all the mustard seeds, and the birds of the air come and flock to it. If you don't plant it, if you don't water it, if you don't do something with it, if you don't nurture it and protect it when the freeze comes, cover it or whatever, I'm not a horticulturist, then when the time comes, you won't have any fruit to show. And the same thing is true. What's interesting is that the guy that had 5 and the guy that had 2 were both like, I am taking this seriously. I'm treating your money like it's your money. It is not mine. It's not mine to spend. I'm not wasting this, okay? You have given me this, and I'm taking it very seriously, and it took a lot of work, but here you go. Did I do good enough? I wish I could have done better. This is somebody who dedicated their entire life to earning money for somebody else and not taking their own share. And to those people, he said, Jesus himself said, well done, come into your glory, come into heaven, okay, where you will be richly rewarded. The guy that had 1, he didn't go to hell because he did bad things. He didn't go to hell because he was Hitler or a heroin addict or a pedophile. He went to hell because he did nothing. I hope that that resonates with you. If you are just wasting your life, if you have just you punched your ticket, you're like, I've got my ticket to heaven, and now I'm just sitting here waiting, and I am doing nothing with my life. I'm doing nothing for God, and I'm just holding out, and I just can't wait. And I know so many of these people, and I'm just like, how do I tell you there's more to life than this, right? I know so many people that they're just like, well, I hope God comes back soon because, man, I ain't doing nothing. And I'm like, well, he wants you to do something in the interim. While he's waiting, while you're waiting, you need to do something. That's why you don't just like, poof, you magically appear in heaven. The reason why those people are there is because we did our part, because we carried the baton, because we lifted our weight. We are part of this. We are the body of Christ. We are his hands and feet. And if you don't do something, if you don't do your part, then you become worthless. And the one that got cast out was the one who did nothing. And I don't want you to be cast out. I want to look to you, next to you in heaven one day and be like, we made it. We made it. Be that person.